Hey guys, MTGnoob here. I'm bringing you a Green Red Aggro deck that I saw on the starcitygames open circuit this weekend. Looks pretty sweet. Let's get into our mana base. You have 24 lands, 4 crag, 11 mountain, 6 forest, and 3 Kessig Wolf Run to give your stuff trample, mainly your big guys. So let's talk about the non-creature spells in the deck. First you have Abundant Growth. It fixes your mana, but it more or less cantrips. As you can see, you have like double green here, some double red, some double green, so you really want to try to fix your mana as best as you can. For Pillar of Flame, I think that's a concession to zombies and other aggro decks in the format. For Mizzium Mortars, just to beat up on those big angels that fly, that flash, that do things. And as a board sweeper, once again, this will help make more red for you. Then you have 2 Devil's Play in the main deck, more or less to burn out your opponent or burn up a creature. Flashback does cost triple red, so that's the only real reason I can see playing this, is the triple red of these spells. Plus there's really no good 1-drop in these colors currently, so maybe that'll change with gatecrash, but for now it is what it is. Alright, I'll talk about all the creatures you probably know about. Shroudgeist at 4, Borderland Ranger at 4, Huntmaster at 2. That is not true technically, since there are 2 more in the board, so Huntmaster's really at 4, but 2 in the main deck, because sometimes they're amazing and sometimes they just suck, which isn't really true, but they're good sometimes and then they're great sometimes. 4 Hellrider, you're an aggro deck, you want to roar. 4 Thragtusk, because moo, they're so good. 2 Wolfear Silverheart, because you want to make your things big, and Thragtusk and Wolfear Silverheart are excellent with Kessig Wolf Run. And finally, the card for running the deck, which currently is not as good as it's going to be once Gatecrash comes out, Flinthoof Boar, a 3/3 haster on turn 3, or 2/2 bear on turn 2. It's a 3/3 if you have a mountain. So you're probably playing this if you have a mountain and then just trying to roar with the boar. Alright, so let's go over the sideboard. Once again, I did not make this deck, so I cannot tell you I'm going to sideboard particularly well. However, I did watch the deck tech, so I kind of know what stuff goes in, but I don't know what stuff comes out. So this goes in against Reanimator, 2 Ground Seal, Crushing Vines to kill Restoration Angel and Runechanter Spike. This is very good against aggro. This is good against aggro. This is good against a lot of stuff. Apparently, Wolfear Silverheart's good against mono red, they were saying, because it makes your guys really big and they can't get through. I don't think you want to third in. Staff of Nim against control, you want to grind out some advantage. Blasphemous Axe come in against other mid-rangey decks that are going to try to kill you with Thragtusks and stuff. And then the Devil's Play for control slash, you know, anything you feel you need a little extra burn or reach against. Alright, so that's the deck tech. I'm going to smash this deck into some other decks and hopefully we'll have some games. Thanks for watching. Please check out theMTGnoob.com.